Hey guys, it's Paul Jang. So this video is going to be what is my experience with Landmodo. Landmodo is I think it's owned by Scott Todd, who has a pretty deep relationship with Mark Podolsky, the guys with LandGeek. They have a course out. Basically the way it works is if you get their coach, their course, I think you get tickets to their live event school of some sort, like an event, and then they'll, I guess, try to upsell you into a flight school, which is I think a week or 10 days or a couple weeks, where it gives more in depth land stuff, and I think they have one-to-one coaching as well. I use their software for processing owner financing deals. I don't use their other software. I think there's some better options that you could use. I kind of mix and match the best stuff, but that's kind of how I operate. Landmodo, it was really started as a reaction to Landwatch and Lands of America, when Lands of America bought Landwatch and Lands and Farm and put them all into one and started charging land investors $100, $200, $300, $400. As a way to basically find more cheaper land listing pages. Generally, most of the people that use it are within their own school. There's a free option, but it's almost like useless. You have to almost pay for the premium options. There is a thing with wholesale leads there, but I'm not really. I tried it, but it wasn't that great leads. I felt like there was better ones out there. I feel like most of their stuff, they will operate with cheaper land, which is okay if you want to get into owner financing, or if you don't want to put a lot of money up. You just want to get your foot in the door. These are options, but in terms of selling land, I do not think Landmodo is really in the game. I've seen them use some Facebook ads to generate some traffic. They have an email list basically within their own school. So if your business model is picking up lots in New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, I feel like, or Florida, I feel like those are some of the popular spots. And then you buy it for 500 and flip it for 1,000 to, other land investors. I feel like there's a couple people that do really well with that, but otherwise, I think for most land investors, it's not really worth your time to invest your money or even your efforts putting it on Landmodo. Maybe if you had a VA and you're putting stuff up, I feel like there was better traction in the beginning, especially if you worked with smaller lots doing owner financing. But I don't think it's very if you put in a certain county, like in Google, Landmodo won't show up maybe until multiple pages after, and I don't really think they're doing anything with the MLS. So it's really a couple Facebook traffics and then really an email list. But those are some of my thoughts on Landmodo. Otherwise, they have Mark Podolsky. I know Mark Podolsky, Scott Todd, and I think a couple of the other guys have a podcast, and they generate pretty good conversations. I really haven't listened to it because most of it's pretty elementary at this point. At least for me, that's just kind of personally how I felt about them. But they like to focus on a lot of smaller, cheaper lots, do owner finance deals. It works out well for Mark Podolsky because he has a software to sell you if you do owner financing. So that one's called geekpaid.io. But otherwise, I'd say it's okay. Check it out if you want to. That's Landmodo. And I think that's basically it in terms of what I have to say about them. Scott Todd also has an accounting course. I don't know if he's still doing it, that I purchased a while back, that I wouldn't recommend. But Landmodo, it's not just Landmodo. It kind of comes with a suite of other things and other attachments to it. But none of it, I think, is that useful for your land investing. So there's other places that I think are better for selling your land. But that's my review of Landmodo and that party and all the different I wouldn't say tactics, but general frame of land investing. that they go through. But I do have a land course if you want to get into land investing. It's basically essentials. Like what is it, the thing that I got, you know, to get from my job, out of my job into, you know, the land investing world. Everything that I did to get my wife out and myself out, you know, and we're looking to scale, get bigger, do more bigger deals. But that course is in the description. Otherwise, if you like this video, subscribe and like the video. I'd appreciate it. It helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Have a good one.